Treat a Trucker was started by Larry and Angela Baum, team truck drivers for FedEx, who wanted to give back to the trucking community one trucker at a time to thank them for supplying America. We're so proud to announce that we have other truckers that will be helping us spread this across the United States. Justin and Chris, Lori and James, Dutch, Larry and Angie. Please be sure to visit us on Facebook at Treat a Trucker to learn how you can treat a trucker to a free meal today. And don't forget about our Christmas raffle that's being sponsored by Trucker's View, where on New Year's Eve you can win one of 4 amazing prizes. All proceeds will go directly to Treat a Trucker to help benefit all the truckers in 2022.
Hello, ladies. How are you guys?
Good. Hello, everyone.
Good. So are you rolling with the Underwoods yet, Lori, or are you getting ready to take off?
Rolling with the Underwoods tonight.
Yeah. Well, hopefully I'm going to be rolling hopefully I'll be rolling next week myself. And Chris, how much longer do you think it's going to be before you're out there, kiddo?
I don't know. If all goes well, I'll pass my test on Tuesday, and then I'll go to Motor Vehicle Wednesday, get my actual CDL, the paper copy. And according to Justin, they would probably hire me with my paper copy, but I think I'm just going to stick around for a couple weeks and wait for my actual hard copy to come in. So that way there, we don't need to worry about rerouting back home. And plus with Cass, there's no telling at this point. So
yeah, you've got a grandbaby on the way.
Yes, ma'am. Hopefully by the end of February or so, first week of March, Justin will be able to come home. When he's due next for his home time, I think that's what we're going to try to plan.
That's awesome.
Yes.
So, Miss Lori, what do you got on the agenda for the week besides working?
Uh-oh.
Lori, can you hear us? Lori? Hello?
Lori.
Okay. Lori.
Can you hear us?
We're having connection issues.
There we go.
Okay, now I can hear you. Can you hear us? Okay.
Yeah,
So
I can hear you guys. We're going in and out with connection.
Okay, I was asking what your plans for the week were.
My plans for the week?
Yes.
Push.
Yeah, we're gonna push.
Push. Okay.
Because we got February 12th to the 14th will be in PA, and then the 23rd, 24th will be back in Memphis for PCO Day. So
Awesome.
we're pushing for those loads.
Kathy Cutler and Nicole Getz says hello. So I'm going to share a little bit of latest trucking news that's been going on this week. I think everybody's seen a lot of it on TikTok and all that. Oh, Lori froze again. We'll wait till she comes back.
Oh, well, hey, up close. There she
is. We're going in and out. So I was going to talk a little bit about the Freedom Convoy. It's been all over the local news and TikTok because it was a 6-day convoy that ended today in Ottawa, Canada. So I'm going to take us out of the picture real quick, and then I'll go over the article. Make sure I got that pulled up.
Yes.
Okay, so give me just a second. Sorry, guys. I'm like messing with the bunch. Okay. Well, that's not going to work the way I wanted to. Hold on. Okay, sorry, guys. I'm still learning this restream. I wanted to show you guys some pictures from, so I guess I'll have to do it behind me. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I can't get you the full picture here. But I'm going to read to you a little bit about the convoy. It was called the Freedom Convoy of 2022. This is in Canada. It is not a political campaign like a lot of people have been saying. I've heard a lot of people saying that it's right-wing politics. The bottom line is it comes down to every person's rights to choose whether or not they want to have the vaccine. And unfortunately, in Canada is now a mandate that you have to be vaccinated as a truck driver. We personally know 2 truck drivers that have lost their jobs because of this. So what it was a 6-day convoy spent crossing Canada that began as a protest against mandatory vaccinations for truckers to travel to the United States. And they were expected to arrive in Ottawa late Saturday afternoon. They actually arrived around noon. It was called the Freedom Rally or Freedom Convoy. It was both trucks and private vehicles that had set off from British Columbia. And if you guys saw any of the videos that I wasn't able to get up here, but there were tons of videos showing people on their overpasses and everywhere else, just showing tons of support for everybody in Canada and what was going on. And it's because Prime Minister Justin Trudeau is the one that put in the act that if they were not vaccinated, they could not travel to the United States. Therefore, a lot of the companies there in Canada also were requiring their truck drivers, even if they were going to go from province to province, that they had to be mandated with a vaccine. And Saturday afternoon, thousands of them gathered at the Parliament. The streets were clogged with both personal vehicles and semi-trucks. Lots of protesters out there. And they're not, I'm trying to figure out how to word this. They're not trying to cause problems. They just want people to hear them and for them to be able to work and be able to keep their jobs without getting vaccinated. So, I mean, it's something that Larry and I truly support. I thought it was awesome. If you guys hadn't had a chance to go to it, please be sure to go to TikTok or just go to Google and type in Freedom Convoy, and you guys will be able to see all the pictures. Let me bring Chris and Lori back in. Okay. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. I was trying to figure out how to get the pictures to go over, but it didn't work.
It's okay.
I know. So have you guys seen the videos and seen all the controversy on Facebook and the news and TikTok about the Freedom Convoy? I know for one example, Pam Dixon Hershey, that we all know, who is a female truck driver, she wound up losing her job because she refused to get the vaccine. And while I personally feel that it's everyone's choice and decision to do what they want, especially when it comes to putting something into your own personal body,
Yes.
you know, that's what it comes down to. I don't think it's politics. Lori, what's your thought on it? And then we'll go to Chris. Yeah.
Yeah.
Chris, have you seen any of the stories and things going on in TikTok about the convoy?
I mean, I've heard a little bit about it. I can't say that I've dug too deep into the controversy of it, but I too, like you guys, you know, I mean, I feel like we should all in all have freedom of choice. You know what I mean? No matter where you live, what you put in your body affects you personally. And, you know, I have a bit of a strong medical background, so I stand strong on that. I'm vaccinated, but that's just because I have issues, you know, at home with the new grandbaby coming and whatnot. But freedom of choice is huge. And I don't think that there should be a mandate for people to get vaccinated. I just don't see, I guess the controversy about it, but I still think that people should have a choice. And I don't think that it should come down to, you know, truck drivers losing their jobs. I mean, you know, they're bringing stuff into the United States to help fill the shelves and whatnot. And it's bigger than just having a vaccine. So
Absolutely. Okay. I just sent Lori a message because I don't think she can hear us. Can you hear us, Lori?
yes.
Okay, I can hear you now. We had people saying that they couldn't hear you, but I can hear you now. Yeah, we had like 3 people saying they couldn't hear you. So tonight we're talking a little bit about, we kind of been on the fence about this subject, talking about feminine hygiene, because we know that, you know, it can be kind of funny, and I'm sure there's things that we're going to laugh at. However, out of all the topics that we have been asked to do, feminine hygiene has been the #1 thing that more people have asked us to talk about. And to be honest with you, we put it on the back burner because we weren't sure how we wanted to handle feminine hygiene, but we thought, what the hell, we're just going to throw it out there and so we're going to talk about feminine hygiene tonight.
It looks like there's still some people that are having a hard time hearing Lori. I don't know. I mean, I hear you just fine, but I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, they're not doing. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Lori's been. Yeah, if you want to do that, go ahead and do that, and we'll see if maybe that makes a difference. Okay. All right, so wait for Lori to come back in. Hopefully that'll fix it. So this is a funny one, and I'll just share this one. So when I first started trucking, my biggest thing was we can hear Chris and Angie. Okay, so Lori's going to come back in. We'll see how that works. But anyway, so I joined a female trucking group on Facebook, like when I first started. And we were joking one night about how, like when a woman has to go to the bathroom really super bad, what do we tend to do? We tend to cross our legs and pray to God we make it to the toilet. So the running joke in the group was when you take that first step out of the truck, can't cross your legs anymore. And that's like a doozy trying to make it into the bathroom without dribbling all the way there. Not to be graphic, but it's the truth, especially if you're driving almost 8 hours before you take a break. Yes. So this is a lifesaver, and I can't believe I'm showing this, and I'm going to be so embarrassed, but I don't care. It's Poise pads. So I carry these on my truck on days that I know, not that I pee in them, but when you go finally get a chance to stop, and I've had 3 children. So it's sometimes this comes in handy.
Yes, I agree with you. I have them. I have my little pouch of my feminine supplies, and I have them with me all the time. Hey, Lori.
Hey, Miss Lori. Thanks. See if we can hear you now.
Okay.
Okay. I was just telling everybody about my Poise pads.
Yes.
I carry them too.
Yeah. I'm telling you, this was I'm not even going to lie to you. This was the best thing that any woman ever told me about when I became a truck driver. I'm like, why did I not think of this? I'm like, hello, that's genius.
You are heard from what Dustin says that he can hear you now. So.
Yeah. Good. Okay, good.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Yeah. Chad's saying he can hear you too. Yep. Okay. So thank you, everybody. Okay. So now I'm completely embarrassed. But another thing that we wanted to discuss, because it's a funny fact talking about feminine hygiene, but the fact of the matter is, and I know some people think it's gross and it's nasty. And trust me, I can tell you right now that all 3 of us are not happy when it comes to that time. But there are times where you can't get a shower for 2 to 3 days at a time because you're rushing. Maybe there's weather-related things. Maybe there's construction. So
a line for the shower.
Yes, or maybe the showers are cold water. They don't have any hot water. That happens all the time.
Yep.
Yes. So it's trying to keep yourself clean out there on the road when you don't have the ability to take a shower every day can be a real thing. But as women and our pH balances and everything else, when we don't take care of when we don't take care of our feminine hygiene, then you start having UTIs, yeast infections, and it can make you sick. I mean, a UTI is no fun. I had one a couple months ago that I couldn't get rid of. And a lot of times it's because women hold their bladder for so long when they drive a truck or riding in a truck that it can cause UTIs.
Yep.
Mona put up a thing. She said it's so bad for your bladder to hold it and your kidneys. It causes UTIs. Exactly. Okay, I don't feel so bad. Dawn says she keeps diapers on the truck.
Nope,
Again, I think a lot of women do.
Yep.
Yes.
Absolutely.
A lot of women, I know Chris is going to touch on it, so I'll let her do it too. But a lot of us women, we have babies and we have surgeries on our stomach and we have the hysterectomies and all that. So our bladder wears down.
Yes.
And we get the leakage.
Yes. Yep. That's what I know. Lori and I were talking the other day. We're like, so how do we talk about this without grotesquing all the men? Okay, we're like, leakage. That's a great word.
But it can affect men too. That's the thing. You know,
Yes.
they can have issues also if they don't take care of, you know, if they end up with a UTI, it goes to them too. If they hold their bladder or don't go to the bathroom often, you know, again, I'll touch a little bit about it when we get into it, but you know, intercourse is a big thing also. If, you know, you're out with your partner or whatever, and, you know, you're having relations, it's important to empty the bladder for both men and women right after, you know, and
Absolutely.
that will help to prevent. But again, we can touch base more, you know, when the time comes, but that's important.
Absolutely. And Chad said, don't you ladies have camp toilets on the truck? We do, and we're going to talk about that next. That's what I'm going to talk about next. We're going to show different pictures of them. Mona says, some sweat as well leaves unwanted some sweat as well leaves unwanted smells. This is both for men and women. Yeah, now
They were
we
talking
use,
about that too, and
yeah, so we use a combination on those days where we can't get to the shower. So we use baby wipes, but we also have body wipes. I have mine for myself, and I'm sorry, mine are on the truck. And then Larry has his body wipes too. So on those days when you can't get a shower, we'll do a full body wash just to clean up everything, put more deodorant on, brush our teeth, try to keep ourselves as clean as possible. And I use these a lot on the truck. Not only do I use them every time I go to the bathroom in the truck, but I usually try to use them in the morning and at night for that reason right there, because if you're sweating, going to the bathroom, having to hold it, I don't want a yeast infection or a UTI, or let's be honest, I mean, not to be graphic, but I don't want it smelling down there either. So,
Right.
I mean, this right here I just bought the other day. It was $1.76 from Walmart. This will last me probably 2 weeks on the truck. Seriously good investment. Good way to keep yourself clean. And it does help with the pH balance. It says it right on here, which is super important.
Yep.
So let's see. Dawn said, this is the other Dawn Needham. She said, even when we sneeze or cough as we get older, we dribble. It's the truth.
Yep.
Sorry,
and I
guys.
agree with Dawn. The other Dawn said she keeps baby wipes and shampoo and liquid soap on the truck and heats it up and you know, does her little wash up. And that's what I do. We have wipes also, you know, antibacterial. I don't go as far as like feminine wipes on the truck. I mean, I have my little feminine bag, if you will, but we have a stack of like face cloths, and we have extra towels and hand towels, and we have water. Yep. We have water on the truck, and you know, we just heat water up in the microwave, and that's how I wash. I'll wash my face and then grab another cloth and, you know, wash down there. And I just, you know, you try not to use too much soap, because obviously if you end up with leaving residue, well, then that poses a hazard for us females also.
Absolutely.
That's what we do, you know, almost every night and almost every morning we'll wash up and, you know, freshen up a little bit, if you will.
Absolutely. I was going to say, let's see. Mona says, I keep an extra gallon of water and I have washed my hair and etc. And I will get washed one way or another. Yeah. Let's see.
The can leave-in conditioner sprays.
Yeah, the dry shampoo.
I don't like them. Yeah, it leaves my hair really sticky and just kind of ew.
Same with me.
Yeah, I do use it. I don't use it as much with my blonde hair, because for whatever reason, my blonde hair doesn't get as oily now. When I had black hair, if I didn't wash my hair every day, it'd get oily and look really bad. I get the trial size dry shampoo from Walmart. It's like $2. I like it because it makes my hair smell better and fresher and soft. But then the other thing is it kind of adds a little bit of texture, so you can actually do something with your hair, because otherwise my hair gets frizzy and nasty. But I think it's, you know, everybody's individual preferences, because I have tried some dry shampoos that are terrible.
Yep.
Dawn said, I use goat milk wipes for my face when I travel. They have a great light scent and moisturizer in them.
Oh.
So I'll show you guys. We were talking about camping toilets and what we use. And I know, Lori, you've got an actual camping toilet because you guys actually just bought a new one. And I don't have a picture of the one you have, but do you want to tell everybody a little bit about yours? Because yours is way more high tech than mine.
So ours has a 5-gallon tank to it. So usually every 3 to 4 days we have to be dumping it. And ours has a flush tank, so we can flush it. We use disposable. I can't get to them, but disposable toilet paper. So the toilet paper, quick dissolve. Sorry, my bad. Quick dissolve, so it dissolves faster. And
we use the same chemical drop-ins as an RV uses.
That's right. I remember him saying that.
It keeps the smell down.
Yeah, it keeps the smell down, but by the 3rd day, usually the smell starts to come up more. I'm like, okay, we're gonna need to dump this soon.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the bad thing, because you don't want your truck, which is your home, smelling like a toilet. So it's like, the one that Larry and I have, we literally just use trash bags and throw it away as soon as we can get to a trash can, because I don't want my truck smelling. However, going to the bathroom in your truck, it's going to smell. So that's why you keep Febreze.
Oh, we keep a lot of Febreze.
God. Oh. So, Chris, do you have a toilet option on your guys' truck? I know you haven't been out there really long with him, but when you are out there?
I mean, we kind of, unfortunately, sad to say, but do the same thing that, that you do as far as trash bags and whatnot. We get the scented ones, and, it's only been Justin. So for him, he'll typically do what most guys do and pee in a bottle and dump it.
Yeah.
But as a female to try to pee in a bottle, that's just not an option. Like, it just doesn't work, especially when the truck is bouncing and, we have a very little bit of room for air, but we have a bucket. We bought a 5-gallon bucket, and you can actually get a seat at Walmart in the camping section. And that's what we use. And we double and triple bag. And I try very hard not to use it. I have mastered, Justin will go in and get ice in the morning, usually every morning, in the big fountain cups. And with the top of it being a little wider, I've mastered that technique. And then usually I'll just pour it into his bottle. And when we get a place where it's as sanitary as can be to dump it, we get rid of it. And I mean, I hate to say that, but it's living on the road. That's just what happens.
Larry, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, once I get out there with him and we're actually teaming, we're probably going to do what Lori and James do and, get more of a camping type toilet where we can empty it in like the RV dumping stations, just so that it's better for the environment. But I mean, it is what it is. You got to go.
Yeah, because all we do when we go to dump it, James just either takes it into the rest stop or a bathroom in the truck stop. We dump it. We wash the toilet after we dump it, and then we wash our toilet out. So then everything is kind of cleaned and.
Yep.
Yeah.
Clorox wipes, Febreze. I mean, you just.
Yep.
You got to do what you got to do.
I can't live without Clorox wipes.
Right. I get it.
So somebody put on here, and I lost the comment, what did the guys use? So I'll be honest, Larry, we go to the Dollar Tree. We get the Dollar Tree fabric softener bottles for $1, and we'll dump out majority of the fabric softener, and he'll use that. That way it doesn't smell on the truck. And then when it's full, we throw it away, and we have another one. So we'll usually grab a couple of them before we head on the road. My biggest thing is I don't want the inside of the truck to smell like a toilet. Yeah, we have to use the facilities. We don't really have a choice, especially if you get stuck in bad weather or accidents or construction. What's your options? You've got to have a backup option, because then that's when you get into UTI infections, and then you get yourself sicker than you need to be if you just have a backup option. So I'm going to take you guys out real quick just so I can show the pictures of the toilets that I got. These are ones that I found on Pinterest, and I apologize, guys, because I'm going to have to be in the pictures again. But I will post these up on Trucker Safety Divas. Let me see if it'll let me move no. Hold on. No. Okay, so there's one just like Chris was talking about, but this is actually just a 5-gallon bucket with a lid on it. Gosh, this is great. You can't see any of them. This is a funnel. Okay, so that's the funnel option. This is the one like Chris was saying. This is just a 5-gallon bucket with a toilet seat lid on them. And I'll remove myself so you can see the. Now, the other option on this one, besides putting the toilet seat lid on them, I have seen people use a pool noodle, excuse me. They'll take the pool noodle and they'll cut it in half and then they'll put it around the rim of the toilet. So it's a cushion thing. So if you can't find a toilet seat lid, that's an option. Another thing I've seen ladies do is they will fill the inside of that 5-gallon bucket with a trash bag. Usually scent is what we recommend because it does help with the odor. But then they'll put kitty litter into the bottom of it. If this is one that you're going to use for a couple days at a time, then you go to the bathroom, put kitty litter over it so it's ready for the next time you go. That also helps with the charcoal to absorb the odors. So there's another option for you. And again, I was talking about the pool noodle. This is one I found on Pinterest. I like that one because I thought it was really cool how they added the toilet paper on the side there so it's all ready for you. Ours fits underneath our bunk. And then this is similar to what Lori has. It's a camping toilet. So those are just some of the options. And I will post pictures up on Treated Trucker. Oh my gosh, Trucker Safety Info. Lord almighty. There we go. Okay. Now let me get us back the way we were. All right. So that's our toilet options for you. Lori, I'll pass it on to you and let you talk about what you were going to talk about.
Okay. So we've already talked about the wipes. We've talked about the feminine wipes. And you can buy those at Walmart. And then we talked about regular wipes. I keep a bunch on the truck also. Okay, so here it goes. Y'all ready? All right. Let me see if I can get this on the camera. There we go. All right.
Oh, yes.
It's an all-natural pill. This is for your yeast infection. Okay. There is also one for the UTIs. That's your maximum strength. There is different strengths for the UTIs, but this is what I use because it's all natural.
Yeah,
And
that's the one I used to.
Really, really good. The other thing I carry on the truck is, of course, our lovely monostat.
Yeah.
Look, I'm a commercial. Hey.
You're like me. We tend to stock up on stuff because Larry is like, man, you buy too much stuff when you go to Walmart. I'm like, I'd rather have it on the truck and not need it than to not have it on the truck and need it.
Especially when it comes to a yeast infection.
I have to have my supply, you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'd rather be hit by a car.
Yes. It's so painful and uncomfortable.
And then, of course, the other thing is the smell. So, of course, I kind of make sure, like, I don't have any odor either.
It's really hard on the truck.
It is hard. I mean, Lori and I were joking on the phone today, and I was like, not to be graphic and throw it out there, but when you are on the road in a relationship with your husband or wife or vice versa or whatever, it's like any type of relations that happens on the road, it's got to be shower day or damn close to shower day. Because
or the towel thing.
Yes.
Got to have the sex towel. Oh, no,
Yes.
we did not just go there.
We went there, and I went there with you. You got to have a secret stash that's not visible. It's there, you know what it's for, and it's used only for that. That's it.
Oh, I knew this show was going to be so bad.
Right.
Oh, my God.
I mean, you're married, you're on the road, you know that it's going to happen.
Yes.
So you can't, like, run into a shower after you're done.
Yes.
So you have to have a way to kind of clean yourself up afterwards.
Mona's got a really good comment. I didn't know this. She said that at Walmart, they have bags that you can buy in the camping sections, and it's black bags with kitty litter already in them for around $5. That's freaking awesome.
I'll have to check into that. Thank you.
Yep.
Kathy says I have a 5-gallon bucket and I use scented garbage bags. We do too. I mean, scented garbage bags, don't go cheap on them because it's important because you don't want your truck smelling nasty. So that's exactly what we do too.
Yeah.
What do you?
Oh,
Oh
my.
Lord, sorry, I did not even put that out there. But here's the answer to your question. Use
Dude wipes.
dude wipes. Exactly. Thank you. I couldn't remember the name of them. That's exactly dude wipes.
Justin swears by them.
Yeah, so does Larry. And you can find them at most truck stops now because they are doing it. I don't know if you girls have noticed. Well, I know Lori have because we noticed it together. They're really putting a lot more male hygiene products at the
Yes.
truck stops, not only for their beards, but also the body wash and the dude wipes. So dude wipes are a lifesaver. So
And they
yeah.
smell really nice. They have a
Yes.
nice smell to them. Yeah.
Yes. And you put them in your toilet. Okay, let's see. Trying to look at them before I put them up this time. It's so hard with Restream. Let's see. Chad said, "Man, Angie, you're full of good ideas." LOL. I'm sure he's referring to. Oh Lord.
You know, okay, so my funny story before we started the whole show, before I started this with you, I was embarrassed to tell people about what I kept on the truck, like the potty and, all that. Because, well, it was kind of like a private thing. But now, it doesn't bother me that we
Ain't
talk
no
about it.
shame in my game, girlfriend.
I'll be honest with you guys, and you guys are gonna laugh, but I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I actually didn't start going like to the bathroom on the truck until I would say 2 years ago, only because my whole thing was, well, that kind of takes away the intimacy between the husband and wife relationship. But I was getting UTIs after UTIs and yeast infections because I was holding my bladder for so long. Because I'm one of those people, especially when I'm driving, I drive hard. I try to drive out my 8 hours without stopping. So by then, I'm dead. I'm like going into the bathroom like ready to explode. And so for like the first 3 or 4 years, I was constantly sick. And then finally, Larry's like, "Why do you keep doing this to yourself?" But it took me like 3 or 4 years before I finally broke down and did it.
That was one of the things we got right away, even with me being on the truck with him, because I've had kidney infections. I've had bladder infections. And, I mean, I don't ever want to go through that ever again, like ever again.
It's so painful.
It is. It's horrible.
This was something else I was gonna say. Mona cranberry juice to keep kidneys flush. I do.
Yep.
If I feel a kidney infection, UTI, anything coming on, first I'll increase my water like crazy. I do keep azazo tablets on my truck. They are a lifesaver.
Yes, they
Seriously, within 2 hours of taking the pill, any burning sensation you've got going on is gone. But I will warn you, when you go to the bathroom, you're gonna have atomic orange pee, so don't freak out.
are. Yep.
You just know it's working.
Yep.
Well, I'll make sure I watch out for that.
Yep.
John said, with supply shortages, it's better to have them, not being able to find it when you need it. Yeah.
Right.
I think we all went through that 2 years ago. Just finding the basic essentials, let alone feminine hygiene products, was a freaking nightmare.
Ones that are
there's
pH
still
balanced and
moments like
work
that.
well.
Yes.
Sorry, Lori.
Tight pants will also cause UTIs too. So yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm going to do a quick commercial here real quick, and then we come back. We'll let Chris talk about her stuff that she's going to talk about. She's going to be talking about UTIs and all the goodies that go along with that. So give us just a second. We'll be back after this commercial. It'd help if I muted us, huh?
There you go. Hi.
There we
Amy.
go. Let's go.
I was saying I hate the music on that commercial. I was trying to make some new commercials up today, and I was trying to because I do it in two formats. So I make the video first, and then I do a voiceover. Well, I got the video part done, but I didn't get a chance to do the voiceovers. So I promise next week the commercials will be better. I'm going to change the music because I hate that, and then I'll do voiceovers. But hey, Ugh. So Chris,
It's
I'm not
not a
throwing it to you. I know.
All right. One thing I wanted to add in, cotton underwear, ladies, super important for a lot of different reasons. Make sure you have cotton underwear. I mean, you want to be all cutesy and it's that kind of a night or whatever, that's fine, but make sure cotton underwear. That will help in a lot of different reasons. But so pretty much I am going to be kind of going over very quickly, if I can, UTIs, kind of what they are, symptoms, what can cause them, how to prevent them, and some of the complications that will come along with them if they're not treated. So basically, UTI pretty much is an infection in the urinary system. Most of the time, it is involved in the lower urinary tract, but can affect kidneys, the ureters, bladder, and the urethra. Women definitely are at greater risk than men, just because the distance between our urinary system is a lot shorter. For women, making sure that we're wiping front to back is a big thing. Not to be mixing bacteria between, the backside and the front side. Some of the symptoms of a UTI, strong urges to urinate, odor, burning sensation, having to go, but only being able to go a little bit or a few drops. If the urine is cloudy, also signs of blood, if it's red or pink tinged, can also be a symptom of a urinary tract infection. Most people, however, have the burning. They have the pressure in the pelvic area. They have the lower back pain, that kind of thing. Those are all pretty significant signs of a UTI. Now, UTIs can also, they affect three major parts of the urinary tract, the urinary system, the kidneys, the bladder, and the urethra. So as you guys know, kidneys are up a little higher in the body. And typically that's where women are going to feel back pain, either on the side or in the flank area. High fevers, shaking, chills, almost kind of flu-like, nausea, vomiting, things like that. Those can all be signs of a kidney infection. So, a lot of doctors will say, oh, you just have the flu. But, if you think you may have a kidney infection or you're having that pain, make sure they do a urinalysis to test for that. It can also appear in the bladder, also known as cystitis. And that's where a lot of people are going to feel that pelvic pressure, the low abdominal pain, frequent or painful urination, and the blood. The blood in the urine will come from cystitis, which ideally is inflammation in the bladder. Because there's infection, there's an overgrowth of that bacteria in there. And then urethritis, which is inflammation of the urethra, which is the tube that is the last part of urinary travel within the urinary system. And that, again, lots of burning, with urination. Also, discharge is another indicator for that as well. But again, most people feel the pain, they feel the pressure, they feel that back pain, the burning. That's all kind of part of it. Cloudy urine, again, big sign. And basically, like I said, urinary tract infections, they're caused when bacteria enters the urinary tract through the urethra, and it just begins to multiply, kind of like a yeast infection. Overgrowth of the normal bacteria, it wreaks havoc in the body. Again, some of the infections, cystitis, that's typically caused by E. coli, which, guys, E. coli is a common bacteria that's found in our GI tract. But when it starts to multiply, that's where you're going to get those issues. And then, of course, as I mentioned a little bit earlier, we're all married, we have partners, we have relations. I mean, it's a normal part of life. That can also lead to inflammation of the bladder or cystitis. So make sure that you're relieving yourself afterwards, going to the bathroom, trying at least, if anything. I know for me, it seems to always be the first thing afterward, I have to pee. And so I try to make sure that I go. And us women, we're blessed. Our anatomy is not a benefit as far as UTI prevention, because the area that the waste travels is very small. And then, of course, infection of the urethra or urethritis. And that's pretty much what happens when we wipe back to front. So ladies, very, very important. Push that bacteria away from the opening, away from your urethra. Okay. And then, some of the risk factors, obviously, our anatomy for females, that's a risk factor. Again, sexual relations, that's also a risk factor. And a couple things that I came across that sort of caught me by surprise: certain types of birth control can also increase the risk of UTI. So, diaphragms, things that are spermicidal, like if you're using any kind of like spermicidal agents and stuff, those will also increase our risk for UTI. Menopause is a big one. There's a decline when women go through menopause. There's a decline in circulating estrogen, and that it changes the urinary tract and makes us more vulnerable for infection that way. Babies born or if we're born with urinary tract abnormalities as we grow and continue on into life, that will also put us at bigger risk. Blockages, kidney stones, enlarged prostate for men, that can trap urine higher up in the kidney area, which can also, increase UTIs. So I know for me, I suffer from kidney stones. I've had multiple procedures to blast them. So that's why earlier I was saying I don't mess around. I make sure I go, and I try very, very hard not to hold it. If you have a suppressed immune system, diabetes, or any sort of, immunocompromised health issue going on, that's our immune system is our way of defending off sickness, illness, bacteria that's not supposed to be there. That can also increase our risk for UTIs. So if you're using a catheter, huge risk of UTI, because you're putting a foreign object into the body. So you're introducing that external bacteria. So make sure you keep that area clean if you are someone that has a catheter. And then, of course, any kind of urinary surgery. Anytime that area is sort of messed with, as with any surgery, you're introducing foreign bacteria that's not supposed to be there, whether it's airborne, whether it's from instruments, whatever the case may be. And then, of course, complications. If they go untreated, you can end up with permanent kidney damage, like Mona was saying earlier, kidney infections. If you're pregnant and you have your UTI that's untreated, it can cause low birth weight or premature deliveries. In men, urethral narrowing, that's a big thing. And then, of course, it can cause sepsis, which is not something you want to mess around with. So, be sure when you're out there, you're drinking plenty of water, plenty of liquids, cranberry juice, like Mona said earlier, making sure us women front to back, empty your bladder, and avoid irritating products. Use things that are pH balanced and safe for that area. Certain deodorant sprays or feminine products like douches or powders or any of that kind of thing can irritate the urethra. And then, of course, that bacteria will come up into the kidneys. And if not treated, you're looking at, pretty painful couple of days or so. So pretty much that's kind of what I wanted to share with everybody as far as what they are, where they come from, what can happen, how to prevent them, and some signs and symptoms for you guys to kind of be on the lookout. So
awesome job, girly.
Appreciate that.
We got a couple of comments here. Mona said, excuse me, I'm trying to highlight it here. When you do get a UTI, sometimes you need to have your urethra stretched so you can empty your bladder more.
Ouch.
Yeah. One of the things when I had said that we had several people that had contacted us wanting us to do a feminine hygiene, one of the things that they had brought up was what should I keep on the truck as far as feminine hygiene? And then, so we've really talked about a lot of it. We'll go over it again. So especially for our new female truckers like Chris, who are getting ready to come on the road, you know, we always talk about, and I post in Trucker Safety Divas a lot of times, like, here's your list of what you should have. So baby wipes, body wipes are important. They have them in both male and female. The good thing about the body wipes, like we had talked before, they're antibacterial, so they're going to remove a lot of that pH, sweat, and smell and grime off you. Way better than a baby wipe, but baby wipes do work if you're in a pinch.
Yep.
Feminine wipes, I actually keep these right next to where my toilet is, so they're easy. So I'll use my toilet paper, and then I'll use this. These come in handy, $1.78 from Walmart. And then another one is baby powder is also a good option, especially if you sweat down below, like in between your thighs, or something like that. Baby powder is always a good option.
Chub rub is something serious, boy,
It
and those
is.
flaps and folds.
It is. I hate it. Azazel, like what Lori was saying, they have it for both yeast infection and UTIs.
Yes.
Those are so cheap, guys. You can get them from Walmart anywhere from $5 to $10 because they do have a generic version of the Azazel at Walmart. So if you don't want to splurge for it, it's really wise to have in your truck. Like I said, it's probably not something you're going to use often if you're going to the bathroom properly and making sure that you're not holding it. But let me tell you something, when you get a UTI and you get that pain and that irritation, like Chris was talking about, it's better to have that medication because 9 times out of 10, you're not going to find that at a truck stop. Very rarely do you see Azazel in a truck stop. And if you do, it's going to be about $15 a box.
Yeah. Or you won't see like the monostat. You won't see the Depends pads.
No.
You won't see any of that for us females. Hardly ever in a truck stop. So it's better to get stocked up before you get on the road.
And
exactly.
If you're just throwing this out there real quick, just a quick thing that popped into my head. If you're someone that suffers from yeast infections, because yeast infections can happen for a lot of different reasons, secondary infections to antibiotics, which is also something that can be used to treat a UTI, but have yogurt, have yogurt on your truck. If you're somebody that suffers, have a yogurt a day, even Activia. It will help your overall, gut health, one a day, that kind of thing.
I do that right there because the same issue. Activia is a godsend.
Cover your mouth, child.
I actually look at the plain yogurts for Gizmo and Bandit when they're having stomach issues because it works really well with the dogs too. So if they're having like the runs or something, or they're having some stomach issues, I'll split a yogurt with them, and that helps a lot of times.
Yeah. Okay, I'll have to remember that for my horse on the truck.
That was for my vet. So I was like, hey, all right, that's a great idea.
Yeah, in fact, I was going to mention like certain medications will give you yeast infections and UTIs. So
antibiotics, especially when I worked in a gynecological office for just under 4 years when I first got my MA, my medical assistant, and we had a lot of people come in. And it almost became normal practice. If someone was prescribed antibiotic, they got the diflucan also. Now, I know that diflucan is not something you can just get over the counter, but the point is they always kind of gave that yeast infection because of the secondary infection and the side effects of the antibiotics. So, yeah.
Yeah, and then that was something else that somebody had asked me too when they were asking us to do the show. Is they were asking like, well, what happens if I get a UTI out on the road, or maybe a yeast infection or something like that, or I need to be seen by a doctor? So the good thing is, majority of the doctors in this day and age, thanks to COVID, a lot of times prefer to do the virtual phone calls or video chatting. So if you have a personal doctor, contact your doctor's office, because 9 times out of 10, with you being a truck driver, you being over the road, they're going to want to do a virtual phone call with you so that you can get your medications and then have them sent to a Walmart. Walmart is the easiest location to get a truck into, way easier than Walmart and Walgreens and CVS's, because
Yes.
a lot of times those parking lots, there's no way you can get a semi truck into.
Or you can get in, but you're not getting out.
So true. And then the other thing is, if you didn't stock up, say money was right, you didn't stock up, now you need some feminine products because you're having an infection. Most Walmarts you can get your semi truck into. It's a very easy process. So that's where I would recommend always going to get your supplies. But like Lori said, it's way better in the long run to have these stuff with you on the truck. So should an emergency happens, you're not running into a situation where you're in a lot of pain.
Yep.
But on that, before you go to Walmart or you get your prescription to go to Walmart, you need to call the pharmacy first to make sure they take your insurance. Because, like, we're on TRICARE, which is the military insurance, so Walmart does not carry TRICARE anymore. So we
That's
actually have to go to
horrible.
CVS or...
Okay, can I
TRICARE should
try?
be
It's bullshit.
accepted everywhere.
It is. But I don't know why they changed it, but they just did. So if you are a military member and you have TRICARE, Walmart does not carry it, and neither does Walgreens.
Whoa, seriously.
See,
That's
that's
terrible.
unfair. That's so unfair to the vets and their family. I really feel like vets should have free health care, period. They should, regardless of what their benefits, they should not have to pay at all.
Absolutely.
I think so, but it's our government.
That goes without mention. I'm not even going there, but yeah. That's a different show.
I hear you.
So just make sure you call your pharmacy first before you get your prescriptions going there, because I don't want you to have to go through like half the rigmarole of it. Oh, this isn't here, you got to go there. Oh, this is, and then you're traveling all over the place and you're on a time schedule. So just make sure you call ahead.
Mm-hmm.
That's a really good idea. Yep. But yeah, I most of the time, like right now, just the other day, I went and I stocked us up on all of our prescriptions because we're on the road for 5 or 6 weeks at a time. But because we're on the road so often, I know that during that time period, I'm going to have to stock up on more medication. So that's always fun because majority of our medicines are filled through Walgreens. So trying to find a Walgreens that I can park within a walking distance to is always a challenge.
Right. Yes.
The other thing is make sure you have a 90-day supply before you go on the road too.
Yeah. My doctor.
And a lot of times it's cheaper to do a 90-day supply.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, before I forget, Lori, I wanted you to get a chance to share the good news about your house.
Oh, yes. So we just found out something else a minute ago. Sorry.
Oh, no, tell us.
So our house went on the market just the other day. We got an offer for $250K. But our realtor says, oh, we can do better. Okay. So we just got a message a minute ago, says, can you be out by February 26th?
Wow.
Oh, hold on. And it looks like we're going to end up getting $250K.
That's
very
awesome.
Nice.
Oh, not 26, but the 28th. So
okay, somebody needs to come by my house.
Basically, we got to be out by the end of February.
Congratulations, you guys.
That's awesome. After you guys just started unpacking.
I'm never going to be packing. You ladies want to come help me?
No.
I've got my house to pack up. One's enough. Thank you.
I know. We're trying to get rid of our house so badly and need to have the repair or the floors all repaired. But with us never being home, it's so hard. And I don't want to let somebody in my house that I don't know and don't trust, because I think they got access to everything in our house. But I just want to get rid of everything and just live on the track. And it's proving to be a pickle.
Yep. That means we're not going to BCO days.
Nope.
I'll cancel that.
Thank you, Mona.
So I'm going to take you guys off the screen for just a second because I wanted to talk about trucker safety info real quick. And I'm sorry, guys, I'm going to have to put this up here. So trucker safety info is the group that I originally started a couple years ago. It is right now we are a very busy group because of all the bad weather that's been going on. So I just wanted to kind of share the group with you. And let you guys know that we do have a group. It has accident information, construction, weather information. Sorry, I can't show myself and this. But what's behind me, and I'll show you in just a second, is I wanted to give you guys a little sneak peek at a weather system that's going to be coming through the Midwest. Now, this is not the current storm that's going on right now on the East Coast, which I know is a nightmare. And we know that there's been a lot of semi-restrictions in Pennsylvania, Maryland, Rhode Island, which those are starting to end now because they're getting the roads clear. This is a new weather system that's going to be coming in midweek. Now, the snow totals are still kind of iffy right now because it's still 4 to 5 days away, but it does sound like it's going to be a pretty significant snowstorm and rainstorm. So I just wanted to give everybody a little heads up. Here's 2 graphics of it. Again, this is 4 to 5 days away. Those were from the Weather Channel. And so you guys will see when you join Trucker Safety Info that myself and Patty and some of the other moderators there, we're on Trucker Safety Info 4 or 5 times a day trying to update weather. We get tips from other truckers. Cindy Mandole's a great one. She's constantly sending me, hey, I just heard about this truck or this accident or whatever. And as soon as I get the information, I post it up there. So we want to invite you guys, if you haven't joined already, please join Trucker Safety Info. It's super easy to invite your friends. Just click the invite tab at the top of the page. And don't forget to join Trucker Safety Divas. It is an all-female group. We welcome everybody in there, whether you're a truck driver, significant other, wife, family member. It doesn't matter. Just have to be female. Sorry, guys.
No, guys.
But then Trucker Safety Dudes, that's
yeah.
that's
oh, yeah.
the
Thank you,
guys
Chris.
group.
Yes. So, yeah, we got Trucker Safety Dudes also, which is kind of just a fun place for the guys to bullshit and share jokes. And then Truckers on TV, which is a guy's show on Friday night. So, Diane said some meds you can't get a 90-day supply. Several of mine are only a 30 at a time. Yeah, that's the issue. We've got a lot of ours won't let us do 90 days either. I think it depends on your insurance.
I was just going to say that's insurance based. A lot of that, it's not the pharmacy, it's what the insurance will allot you. And I only know that from working kind of behind the scenes with the insurance. I know that a lot of them are also requiring mail order, which obviously as a truck driver, that's almost impossible. It's almost not an option when you're out there. But yeah, so.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, medication can be a real pain to get. It's hard, especially when you're a truck driver. Yep. Dustin said, holy shit, Pennsylvania is going to get hit hard again. Pennsylvania has gotten hit hard. The whole eastern seaboard has gotten hit hard over the last month. It's like, God damn, these people have had enough snow and rain. Mona said, I gotta go, ladies. God bless you all. Talk to you later. Thank you, Miss Mona.
Good night, Mona.
Was there anything? Oh, I do want to mention tomorrow night, Sunday night, 7 p.m. We do have the Trucking Cancer Queen show. It is Ashley Day Trip and Catherine. I don't know what the title is going to be or what it's going to be about. I was trying to get a hold of them today, but I know they got a lot of stuff going on. So, but I believe the show is tomorrow night, 7 p.m. If anything changes, we'll be sure to post it up in the Divas and let you know. And don't forget about our midweek show. We just started that last week. Our midweek show is Wednesdays at noon. It's hosted by Kathy Cutler. And honestly, it's just a fun chat. We just get to know everybody. There's going to be different divas in there every single week, which is kind of nice. So I have no idea who's going to be in this week. I know Kathy and Sheila, but other than that, I don't know, which is kind of fun. How'd you think the show was? In there? Yay!
Yep.
Yep. I was saying, those earrings are cute.
Oh, where would I get these from?
I don't know.
Paparazzi. I got them from Lori. I didn't realize I had like the same earrings on for like 3 days. Hey, I am sorry. I know. I am so cheap when it comes to my jewelry. I don't want to pay a lot, but I want it to last for a while. So that's why I'm pretty impressed with paparazzi. It's like $5, doesn't cost me much. And so far, nothing's broken or tarnished on me. So I've been pretty happy with it.
Right.
Oh, we should tell everybody that I do have a Scentsy party going on. which I've never done one before, so I hope I do well. But we've posted it. It's on my profile. It's also in Trucker Safety Divas. Lori is the new Scentsy person, so I'll let you come on. You can tell a little bit about it because I only know the only Scentsy I've really ever used is I've used the plugins at my house, but in the truck I have the little fan diffuser, which I absolutely love because it's no mess whatsoever, and it makes the truck smell good. She's like, oh, hold
The
on a
wax
second. Let
melts
me grab
are
mine.
amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Ugh.
Those circles, those work really, really well in the truck, by the way.
Reagan's over here like air vent or car vents, cleaning supplies.
Yes.
She's like pet supplies. She's over here. Lori, you need a Scentsy partner because Reagan's on it.
Yes, you do. It's just messing with you.
I gotta hang it up.
It looks like he shut her out. You see, he shut the curtain. He's like, I'm out of here.
Oh, don't hurt me. I can't get up there.
Oh, that's so cool. Hold on just a second. Sorry. So Nancy said, I love your channels. I'm a true wife, and I'm going to head out this summer with my baby. That's so awesome, Nancy.
Yes. Excellent. I know you're looking forward to that.
Yeah, Chris just did that with Justin just a little bit ago, and now Chris is home because she's taken her CDL test. But then we have another diva, Kathy Cutler. She's been out with her husband for a couple of weeks, and she's coming home, I think, for a couple of weeks, but I think she's going to go right back on the road with them. So we do have a lot of women that do that.
Yep. It's nice when we don't have.
Congratulations. I hope you enjoy it out there.
Yes.
Somebody, Nicole is asking how much those the Scentsy one that you held up was. The little disc.
The Scentsy circles are $5.40, I do believe. But in Angie's party, there is a thing like 3 for, I think it was like 37.
Yeah. And
I'll have to double check, but I can tag her in that post if she wants.
Yeah, and see, that's the thing about Scentsy. What I like, I am super picky when it comes to scents. Like, I am super, super picky. I don't like something that's going to give me a headache, that is overwhelming. And so far, everything that I've gotten from Scentsy has never bothered me, never given me a headache. But the other thing I like about it, and I started using Scentsy before you ever sold it, was it lasts for a long period of time, especially in our truck, which I love. I don't even have to think about it. It's like almost a full month, if not a little bit more.
Yep.
And that's why I did it, because for one, I have asthma, and so when I go in, I can't go in Bed Bath and Beyond, or not Bed Bath and Beyond.
Oh yeah, me neither.
I can't do like the malls and all the perfumes. I can't do Yankee candles. Yep. So the only thing that I can do is a mild scent stuff. Yeah. Well, Scentsy has a lot of that, and then there's a lot of product that you can use on the truck for Scentsy. So that's why I went into it.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't think you can go wrong with Scentsy, in my opinion, because it's affordable and everybody knows what it is, and it's so. Kathy Keller said
the fragrance is really nice.
Yes, and they have such a nice wide array of fragrances too. Kathy Keller said she's going home for a couple of days, and then she's heading back out with them too. And Nancy said, me too. She only likes soft scents too. Yeah, I'm like you, Lori. I cannot go into bath. I mean, I have gone into it with my daughters, like when they want to go shopping at the mall, but guaranteed 1000%. When I walk out of Bath and Body, I've got to take some Excedrin, because at that point I'm getting a full-blown migraine because I can't stand all the smells. It's overwhelming.
Yeah, I just can't. My chest will get tight and I'll start breathing hard. And I'm just like, nope, I can't. I'm back out.
Absolutely.
And see, that's my playground. Like, I love Bath and Body. Love.
Oh, I do too. I love it. Yeah, but the smell, like, if there's been a lot of people like spraying a lot of the perfumes in there, that's what gets me. But I do love their products, and that's another place where their products are so affordable.
Well, see, I can't even really do like heavy scented perfumes. What I do is like those body mists, because they're very mild scented.
Yes. So. Okay, so next week on our show, I'm sorry, it took me a second. I was actually looking it up because I know we've got so for those of you who don't know and do follow Trucker Safety Divas, I want to let you know that up in the very top of the group, there's a section there that says featured. And it's a little slideshow presentation where it's got all the most important posts. And I believe it's the third one over, has got a month and a half worth of shows up there to let you know what shows are coming up. So next Saturday, our show is going to be on the loneliness as a trucker and a trucker's wife or significant other, what it's like when you're not together. I know we've talked in the past about how to keep a healthy relationship, and this kind of goes along those lines, but it's more talking about how do we deal with it, because I was a trucker's wife too, so I've been on both ends of the spectrum. So we're going to be talking about what we do to keep ourselves busy, not to get into depression, making sure you got friends, good support group, that type of thing. If you would love to be on the show with us, please let us know. We also have got, I'm sorry, I lied to you guys. The next show we're doing is the LGBTQ in the trucking community. The one after that is loneliness and trucking. So next week is LGBTQ plus in the trucking community. If you fall into that category, you are a truck driver or are out there on the road and you would like to be on the show with us and kind of share your experiences and how it's been for you, that would be super helpful. We'd love to have you on the show. I can think of a couple on my mind I would like to try to get on the show, to try to contact him this week. But if you are LGBTQ and you are a truck driver or in the trucking community, maybe have a trucking dispatch job or something like that, please get a hold of Chris, Lori, or myself so we can get you scheduled on the show.
Yep, absolutely.
I am a proud mother of LGBTQ. I have a daughter who is getting married in April, so is Lori. And she's getting married to her fiance, Rachel. And I cannot be happier. They are just an absolute perfect couple. And so
that's kind of funny because your daughter's marrying her fiance, Rachel. My daughter's name is Rachel.
Yeah, they actually met the same month that Larry and I did. So they've been together the exact same amount of time that Larry and I have been. And they're complete opposites, but they just complement each other so well. And I was so excited to be able to call Rachel, my daughter soon and get her into the family. So
it just goes to show you that love has no margins. Love is love.
Absolutely.
And it's pure, no matter if you're, man to man, woman to woman, male to female, it doesn't matter.
Nope.
I've had my share of, living that lifestyle, if you will. And I mean, for me, it wasn't the greatest experience, but I mean, it is what it is,
Yeah.
It is what it is. Congratulations to your daughters, for sure.
Thank you. I am so excited. I'm looking forward to this so much. They're just the cutest couple ever, and I cannot wait. Nancy said, do a wives at home alone show. That's kind of what that show is going to be in 2 weeks. It's going to be more dealing with the wives per se, not so much the men, and how the loneliness is so hard on them. So Nancy, if you'd like to be a guest on the show, or if you have anything you'd like for us to mention, please be sure to contact us. But we're going to be dealing mainly with the truckers' wives or the significant others, the ones who stay home, the ones who take care of the kids, the household, the grandkids, pay the bills, take care of the house. Because loneliness is a huge issue for those that stay home and have to take care of everything while the truckers out on the road. So, and all
while
three
still trying. Yeah, I was just going to say, while still trying to support their partners on the road. I mean, it's like double time. They're doing it all.
Yeah. And I think what's great about the three of us is, Lori, you've never been a truck driver, but you're a trucker's wife, and you've had the benefit of both being at home, being on the road, where Chris, same thing for you, like with me, I used to be a trucker's wife, now I'm a truck driver, and you're getting ready to do the same thing. So I think that's what's so awesome, because we can literally talk about both sides of the coin with that one.
And then my added bonus was, of course, the military.
Yeah. And that's one of the things we've talked about, Lori, is how similar being a trucking wife is to being a military wife, because, it's the same responsibilities, the same loneliness, the same having to sometimes rely on families and friends for that extra support when they're not around. So, and I have two daughters that are military wives. So it's like, I feel for them too, because when their husbands get deployed and we're on the road, there's not a whole lot we can do to help them.
Nope. And for them, it's a lot longer of a span,
So
at least 6 months.
Absolutely. And
waiting for 6 months to 15 months. It just
Yeah,
Mm. I couldn't imagine. 6 weeks is enough for me. 6 weeks is brutal.
I know. It's awful. Dawn Stanton said it's also hard for people who have lost their better half. That's true. But
Absolutely.
Dawn was actually on our show a couple months ago talking about how she lost her husband, and she's a truck driver. They both were truck drivers. They worked for the same company. And so she talked a lot about, that. It was actually a very sad show. I love Dawn. She's a sweetheart. She's actually a streamer on Truckers View, guys. So if you haven't seen her yet,
Yep,
please make
check her
sure
out.
Yeah, we love Dawn. And then Kathy Cutler said, pets help out when you're at home. Absolutely. They help out on the truck too, but yeah, they're
Yes,
huge.
they do. Yes, they do.
Is there anything that we need to mention before we get ready to close, ladies?
Just take care of yourselves out there at home. If feminine hygiene is important no matter where you are or what you do. Lori, enough. Pay attention to your body. Water's never a bad way to go. So take care of yourselves. Yep.
And it's so true. We got to take care of ourselves because, like in our situations, our husbands aren't very good about taking care of themselves. So we definitely need to make sure we take care of ourselves.
Yep. So that we can
Lori,
take care of them.
Exactly. Lori, do you have anything you wanted to mention before we get ready to close?
Not really, just like Chris said, just take care of yourself. Make sure that you're stocked up on the right stuff that you need, and watch what you eat out there and all that, because it all plays a role on our health. Yep. So just be careful.
And reach out to us, guys. If you have any questions or any concerns, reach out to us. One of us is always available.
Absolutely. And I do want to mention that I did send some money to Lori and Chris today for Treat a Trucker. We have used all the funds for Treat a Trucker. We are all going to go out and buy gift cards and get that going. We've all, with Christmas and everything else, it was very tough. And so we are getting ready to go out there, dispense Treat a Trucker again, and give out gift cards to our truckers. Yeah, as soon as Larry and I get on the road next week, we'll be doing that too. So be sure to follow Treat a Trucker. We'll be posting pictures and videos and everything, showing all the truckers that we gift. I'm kind of excited because that's like the highlight of my day when I get to treat somebody. But you can visit us at Treat a Trucker if you'd like to see pictures, follow along, or if you would like to make a donation yourself. And I did the numbers the other day because I try to keep track loosely of how many truck drivers that we've helped. And we will have had Treat a Trucker March 22nd of 2022 will mark 2 years, and we're up to 929 truckers that we have given out a $10 gift card. So that is a lot of truckers.
Awesome.
So I want to try to beat that record this year. We'll see. That's my mission.
Oh, we will. We'll beat it. We'll beat it.
I know. All
Let
right,
me get
guys.
out there. We'll beat it.
So yeah, we'll get ready to. Don't forget our show tomorrow night. I think the girls are doing the Trucker Cancer Queen show tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Like I said, if anything changes, I'll be sure that Catherine posts that up for you. We do have the midweek show at noon with Kathy Cutler. I believe Sheila's going to be on the show this week, probably Chris, myself, and Lori. But every week's going to be different, guys. It's just a casual show. The guy show is on Friday.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
The guy shows on Friday, Truckers on TV, and then Saturday again we'll be back with our show on the LGBTQ plus community in the truck driving area. So that was a lot to say. Yeah, we just give you a lot to do.
Yep.
And
it's a lot to say.
You can find all three of us streaming on a Trucker's View. And we do have a new streamer that we just added. Her name is Victoria Bevins Morris. We're super excited to have her. She is a super inspirational female trucker who recently lost her husband. They were team truckers. Sadly, he did pass away. And Victoria is out there doing it by herself right now. She's solo and she's doing awesome, and she's super inspirational. So we're very pleased to have her on the Trucker's View and be able to share her story and her life over the road and the struggles that she's had this year, because she has had a very hard year. So we're super excited to welcome Victoria.
Yes.
All right, guys. You guys have a great week. Chris, I know you're going to pass that test. Just keep us all updated.
Tuesday morning, A Trucker's View. As soon as I know, I will let everybody else know.
All right. You girls be safe. Yes. All right, guys. Have a good week. And we'll. Oh,
What did he say?
is he need to say something?
Yay!
Congratulations.
Excellent.
Awesome. Congratulations, you two. Now it's closer to you getting to Pennsylvania. Well, congratulations. Now you got to go home and pack. That's the only crappy part. Okay, can you repeat that because you were freezing up? Oh dear Lord, there's no way. Yeah, there's no way.
You know what they say, Lori? Practice makes perfect.
Yep, that's exactly right.
Yes.
That'll be awesome.
Yes.
And we're always in that area, and it's not too far from where Chris lives, so it's definitely a possibility.
Well, and I won't be here. I'll be on the truck traveling this beautiful country, so you never know where we may end up.
I know, that's the fun part, especially
Yes.
because we have Live 360 and we could stalk each other.
Yes. I might show up at your doorstep.
Watch out, I'm going to find you. I don't care
That's
where
right.
you're at.
You can run, but you can't hide.
Oh, God.
Oh,
Okay,
bless.
guys. You guys have a great week. I know there's a lot that we mentioned, but just visit us at Trucker Safety Divas. Come say hi, invite your friends, and we'll see
Absolutely.
you guys next Saturday. And again, you can see us all live streaming on A Trucker's View. Larry and I will be back on the road this week, probably between Wednesday and Thursday, and we cannot wait to get back out there, and we'll start live streaming too, and
Good.
handing out Tree Truckers. So,
Excellent.
all right. I know. I'm just being out there so bad. I'm like be behind the wheel of the truck and be like, oh my God, I forgot how to drive.
No, never. Not an option, Angela. Not an option.
Yes, it's like riding a bike. Exactly. All right, guys. Have a great week, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye, everybody.
Good night, everyone.